gifts. Vegas, wrong way. Prim, wrong way. All of these are the wrong way, and then that one is huge. Oh god, okay. Well, I guess we can go to Vegas and hope that we get one going up, because yeah, I'm wanting to get to Washington, but this might be Washington via every other state on the map. Oh. Still, it's like a 10-minute job. Might not help that I'm on the north side of town. Oh, is it already here somewhere? Is it? Yes, it is. It's down there. Oh, sweet. Well, that's convenient, at least. Back we go. Stop. Jesus, check out that oversized load, though.
Let's do this.
Like a massive, what you would call it? Harvester. That's the one. That's a big harvester. Should I get Farming Simulator? I saw a couple of people play the new one. Pat Static was playing it with Cerruti at one point. I'm like, this kind of looks cool. I might enjoy this. I guess that's the worry in some ways. It's like, oh no, I'm enjoying this.
Let's find a new route.
What game was it that? Oh, it was Markiplier playing Lawnmower Simulator, I think, and just at like in the tutorial bit where you're just testing things out. He's like, oh no, I'm enjoying this. Oh no, it's so good. Hey man, you're allowed to enjoy what you like. There is something mesmerizing about the likes of Power Wash Simulator, Lawnmower Simulator. Lawn Mowing Simulator is a little bit more demanding because you're constantly moving and having to do things. Power Wash Simulator, it's a lot more freeform, obviously. That's another game that I need to play more of. I will get back into those. I've been grinding Icarus a bit more than I should have, probably. It's just such an addicting game. But now that it's fully released, like I was doing the beta weekends of Icarus and thinking that, like, oh, okay, I'll grind out these, I'll do the beta weekends because it's like a dedicated period of time to play. Every fortnight, I'll play this game, do the new stuff that they're putting in, I'll give them some data. And then, because once the game comes out, I'll probably forget about it and not play it that much. Next minute, the game comes out, and I've been sinking hundreds of hours into it already. Because it's just too good. It's too good. But it's like 6 months until the next DLC or something, probably, or a few months anyway for the next DLC, so I shouldn't burn myself out of all of the content straight away. And there's already been a couple of changes, like bug fixes, that would have made a couple of the missions that I did more pleasurable. So I should have waited. But I just couldn't help myself. Whereas with Power Wash Simulator, there's been the latest early access update drop with some new maps and stuff. And there's the multiplayer as well. Not likely to be able to play that with anyone. Time zones are not kind of useful things, but would be cool. It would be a fun experience. Maybe if Tori gets her computer working, that could be fun. But otherwise, yeah, there's new maps to do anyway, so I kind of want to get back into that. Do it like update by update. But we want to finish this first. We want to get the community goal. We've got a deadline on this one. I've already missed one of the community things. It is Cedar City that has the lighthouse. I was trying to remember. So it has a lighthouse, and it's like the most inland lighthouse in the world, because of course it is, you're in the middle of the goddamn desert. It's because there's like a subdivision there called Providence, so they built a replica of the lighthouse that's in Providence in Rhode Island. I love that thinking. It's just hilarious to me. It would be a nice lookout over the city. Do some good truck spotting up there. Be a fun thing to just go up the top if you can. I don't know if you can, but it'll be a fun thing to just climb up the top and just watch the motorway and watch the cars go by. Just imagine where people are going. I do like good people watching. That's one thing I did enjoy about my commute into my last job, is taking the train and just looking out the window and just looking at cars go by and stuff, and imagining what it's like for other people, right? It's interesting. I think a lot of people... Ooh, that's pretty. A lot of people don't do that enough. Think about what it's like for other people. So I felt that when we were on holidays before as well, like we would take the train through Sydney and I was looking out at these neighbourhoods and thinking, just trying to imagine, it's like, what would it be like to grow up there? It's these neighbourhoods in a Sydney suburb, just what would that be like? When we were over in London as well, and around Ireland, Scotland, you just kind of imagine, like, how would it be to actually just live here, like grow up here? And it's that sort of thinking that I think that there needs to be more of, so people are less just thinking about themselves. It's just put yourself in someone else's shoes, just mentally for a bit, and just imagine, like, okay, if I'm them, where am I going, and where did I come from, and what was it like, and what sort of troubles did I face in this place? Living up on a hill up there, you know, they've got these houses up on the hill there, pretty exposed in storms. Where do you go to school? You walk down the hill to get to school down in the main city area, down in St. George? Are you homeschooled, maybe? Do you have to catch one of those buses up to Cedar City because that's where your high school is, if St. George isn't big enough to have one, perhaps? Do you go to that massive church over there? I'm not religious. I've only ever been to a church for a couple of weddings. So that one's hard to imagine. So what would that be like, just going there every Sunday? Just, yeah, it's interesting. The world's a big place. So much to think about in the world. You get a lot of drought through here, I bet. Be the case of, like, just eking your way through the dry periods until the snows way up in Colorado or whatever melt and the rivers end up with a bit more water in them. I don't know if your water would come from springs around here instead, maybe. Maybe it would. But even they dry up eventually. The aquifer isn't fed. You know, it's just a case of what troubles are other people having to deal with, just day to day. Nah, stopping at the services, that's fine. Yeah, I haven't been there before, so I'll explore it. Oh no, I have actually. I have been here, but I haven't been to the rest area part of it. Looks like you meant to loop around. I mean, I could do that, I guess. I'll just drive through it for the sake of it. Shade under 80,000 pounds. So can we just, like, dip into this just a little bit? When does it go gold? Yeah, perfect. Okay, that was not far at all. Now, I've got a terrible angle for getting out again, but yeah, okay. Resume speed. They don't give you a huge runoff to get back up to motorway cruising speed though, do they? That's probably just a scaling issue. I would hope there's a bit more in real life. Should really still be a lane all the way around this corner though. It's like, I'm in a powerful truck and I'm already only up to 40. Really needs to be an extra lane all the way up here till these signs pretty much. Oh, we're actually entering a little bit of Arizona, that's right, of course. Yeah, just this little squiggle. Get down to Vegas. Just cut the corner of Arizona and then be in Nevada. Strong crosswinds possible. Thankfully, that's not in the game. Virgin River Canyon. Please don't screw the river. They don't want to have to change the signs. Oh, such a good view. If I was actually driving through here, or you know, a passenger through here, I would be hanging out the window with my camera. We would be stopping at all points, just every stop a viewpoint, every view photograph. There's enough of a shoulder. Quick, pull over. We'd never get anywhere. Have to like plan the journeys so that you're not traveling more than maybe 2 or 3 hours drive a day, because otherwise you just not get anywhere because you're stopping all the time. We'll overnight in Vegas after this delivery. Welcome to Nevada. I think we'll take a short break once we get to Vegas as well. Like I've never gone the other way up here. The other side of the road is still undiscovered. I'm not going to try and cross the barrier.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Got the lovely sunset greeting us as we come into town.
Exit right. Turn left. Keep left,
Whoa.
and then turn left.
They need a hidden Q sign. I was expecting a roundabout at the top or something.
Turn left.
Oh, it's one of these stupid ones where you cross over. Guys, roundabouts are a thing. They are a much better thing. Just whack one either side. It's just such a better way of doing things. Yeah. Maybe it's a cultural thing where it's like, if you don't tell me, no, I cannot go, like, have the red light at an intersection. Is it that roundabouts don't work as well when people are used to just getting their own way all the time? Seems to be a thing from what you see in the States on the news and such, all about my freedoms and such. Is that a common problem, maybe? More of a common problem. You get entitled idiots everywhere, but is it more of a thing? Is that why roundabouts haven't taken off? Is that why people don't like them? It's like, well, you're not telling me I can't go. You mean I have to think about whether or not I should give way to someone? I don't want to give way to someone. I want to go. I'm trying to get somewhere. I don't want to give way to someone. But if it's a red light, it's like, ooh,
Go straight.
I'm not allowed to go. I wonder. Humans are funny things. It is so often that thing that, like, there's... People will make fun of warning signs, where it's like, why the hell would you have to tell someone not to do this? If you have to ask that, it means someone has tried to do something before that they shouldn't have. And they should have thought about it, and they didn't. So now there is a warning, because there are people that, oh, you didn't tell me that I couldn't such and such. Are you insane? People are funny.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
I remember with the speedruns of this game at one point, someone just threw in a thing. They made a submission of it, but they did also post in the Discord, which was good of them. They should have posted first rather than actually making a kind of joke submission, but it's like, oh, but if I park a trailer at the destination city and use the warp feature, then it warps me straight to the target surfaces, and it's a 10-second run. It's like, do you really have to ask about why that hasn't been done before? It's like, it's not explicitly in the rules, or it wasn't, it is now. It's like, just because it's not explicitly in rules, use your head. It's very much not in the spirit of the run.
Then turn right.
Because then you're just going from any place to any place, and it's, you know, you're not doing that route anymore. It's just menu percent. It's how quickly can you press F7 and enter. It's just stupid. Like, it makes no sense. You shouldn't have to tell people that, but people will have a go at it. There was another one where it's like, oh, I've got a world record because it was the only run on the board of a particular category. It's like, oh yeah, this is the first time someone's done it. It's like they'd taken 2 hours to do something that should have been done in 20 minutes, and at one point completely left their computer for like 20 minutes. It doesn't say that that's not allowed, but it shouldn't have to. That's just stupid. Okay, I'll draft up some rules to make it clear that no, you can't just leave your computer and go and heat up your bloody tacos. It's pretty obvious that you're not actually trying. You're just being an idiot for a laugh. If anyone had had any other time on the board, then you wouldn't have done that because you wouldn't have been able to claim, oh, I've got the world record. I ended up splitting their run up into multiple pieces. It's like, okay, this is no longer a new game run because you actually reset completely at one point without restarting, so that's actually now a new game plus run because it's your second attempt and things like that. And I'm going to change the timing so it's actually at this point instead. Which was kind of throwing them a bone, quite frankly. It's like, I could have just done reject. But no, you've put the time into a run. So that's fine. I'll recognize that. Anyway, that's in the past, thankfully. I think I just then turned around and did like a 20-minute run in that category. It's like, okay, I'm not going to have this sitting on the boards by itself as some example of what to beat. I'm going to do something better. I could go back to St. George. LA, Santa Maria. I'm wanting to go further north. Twin Falls, well, that's further north. Stockton. Cheyenne. Now, I was going to take a quick break, so that is what I will do, and we will let the game refresh things. It'll be a different set of deliveries then. But I'll be right back up. I'll try and remember to actually take it down again once I'm finished. We'll be back in a little bit. And we're back. Ooh, this is a good track. came back to a beat. Damn. Break it down now. Gifts. It's short, but I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards. It's just down the road. We go to Logan. Go right up the north there. 7-hour drive. I mean, I've got to cover the distance somehow, right? Fine. It's just too short to not do, I guess. Well, I don't want to go that far out of town, though. Be really restricted in what I do next. Maybe we wait for it to refresh. Or just bop for a bit. Barstow. Maybe we go Barstow instead. Don't want to go to LA. Stockton? Ah, yeah. Yeah, Stockton could work. Ooh, way up to Wyoming. Cheyenne. Idaho. All the way up to Salmon. Dang. I guess we can do Stockton. I've not been to Stockton in ages. That looks like a fun road. Alright. Alright. 10 hours. This is going to be a half-hour drive. Fine. Twist my rubber arm. This was just a 2-hour challenge track.
You've got the contract.
Just 2-hour track
Now
challenge.
go.
It's absurd. This is such a bop. Synth solo though. Oh, we were going to sleep too. That's fine. The advantage of external contracts is it doesn't count towards delivery time.
Keep left, then turn left. Turn left.
It's actually perfect music for like cruising around a town like this. It's just some funk.
Go straight.
GTA styles.
Keep right, and then turn right.
There's actually a couple of racing trucks in Forza that I came across.
Turn right.
But honestly, I think they handle less realistically than the trucks do in this
Turn
game. I'm
left.
sure of it. I don't know, maybe it's just because they're just so souped up. It's just
It's
so
all
stupid.
over now.
But the steering seemed completely disconnected. Another 2-hour track challenge. Season 4. This is reminding me of a Zelda track. Really reminding me of a Zelda track.
Let's go.
Because there's like someone's done like chill wave versions of some Zelda songs. So what I want to do is get out onto the main drag.
Turn right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
I want to go one further than they want me to go, I think. Because there's a hotel up there.
Keep
And there's
left.
a different interchange that I can take to still get onto the 515 or whatever it
Turn
is.
left.
I should have waited. It's the Bellagio. I think.
Go straight.
Normally they stop. I mean, I was meant to stop, but Chanel instead of Chanel. Can't actually see if they have the fountains out the base of that. Because that's the one that has the fountains out front, isn't it? Like the end of Ocean's 11. That's a great movie.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Not as much of a fan of the sequels, but the first one, so good. Soundtrack, the acting, so good.
Turn right. Turn right.
And hotel. Which of course is still a casino. Apparently. No, it's just a rest area. That's ad for a
Let's
hotel.
find
This is
a
just a
new
rest area. Wait for it.
Recomputing.
You don't want your stinking high-class hotels. We just want a truck stop on the side of the road.
Rerouting.
Just took a sleeping bag and wandered up the hill to sleep under the stars in the desert.
Finding new route. Rerouting. Recomputing.
As long as you don't get predators around here, I don't know. Do you get coyotes and stuff? Not sure. Feel like you might. Maybe sleeping
Keep
out under the
left,
stars would
and then
not be
turn
advised.
left.
What do you get snakes too? Why is no one going? Well, I'm going. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going. And back on the main road, drag, that main thing.
Go straight.
So I just get, that's the danger of having this music in the background, is I just get caught up in it. I was just vibing and just driving and completely forget that I'm streaming. But hey, maybe that's what you guys want as well. That was a cool track though. Departure by Linda C. I love the guitar effect. Makes it sound like the wah-wah vocals. Wah, 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 wah. Good stuff. I'm basically like a radio DJ. Late night radio. Early morning radio at the moment. And this is About Yesterday by Lucid Green from their memoir collections Volume 3, Coastal Wander. Shoutouts to you truckers out there, cruising the interstates, giving gifts to all those around the country. Yes, no matter what kind of driver you are kind of delivering gifts no matter what. Even if it's like raw materials, that's going to turn into something that someone is going to enjoy. Could be concrete slabs for a bridge people will appreciate, making their journey easier. Could be a bit of a prefab housing or something someone's going to live in. They might not think of it, but they'll be glad to have a house and you had a part in that. Could just be a car, be someone's new car. Be a tractor that just lets someone do their job, but their job is gonna deliver things for other people. Could just be a delivery of empty pellets just moving from one place to another, but that means that they can be used for other things.
Get ready to turn right.
It's all part of everything else. Big things are made of little things. Every little thing helps. Yeah, that bloody hot dog stand. And we're on the 95. Got a long way to go. This is a big delivery. $3.39 to Reno. Next up we have Train Ride by Philanthrope and Daimano from the Mirage album. We're on a truck ride, not a train ride, but close enough. Whoop, let's pay attention. Don't text and drive, guys. Or at least do it on a straight. No, just don't do it. Don't do it at all. This is a game. I'm looking at Messenger while I'm driving. That's why I'm weaving around. Don't do it in real life. Real bad idea. Don't make that message be the last message someone receives from you. Tumbleweed. Go back into drive through the town. Big organ pipe cactus there. That was Train Ride. Now we have Falling by Happy Machines on Falling. Single release, not an album. Good see. We hope to do more driving than Falling. And if we're physically falling, are we mentally falling, are we falling in love? What are we doing? It's up to you, really. It sounds melancholy. But at the same time, it could be wholesome. Or it could be like corn, falling away from me. Nice little country community here. Outskirts of Turner Park. Almost sounds like a Maori name. You could have a Aloha. Be something. I don't think it would be anything in fact, but makes the right sound. Wouldn't have the H at the end, it would just be Bonapa. Lumberjack the Musical. Please tell me that's a real thing. Oh, symmetry. You are now leaving Bonapa. Just managed to get out. Of course, now they're going to accelerate because we're out of the country, but so I can only go 60. But the speed limit is 70. Strangely, they're not doing that. Odd. Let my truck build up some speed going on the downhill.
Turn left.
We're turning left here. Okay. Let's not miss the turning and slam into an invisible barrier. That would be bad. Hours Under the City Stars by Arso Middle School and Arvino. From Canary Forest. And now Summer Fades Away by Sun Drenched. From Nothing to Nothing. Summer's only just fading in here. It's not fading away yet. Been a bit cooler the last couple of days. Not getting up to the 30s or anything, but still pretty warm, still pretty humid. As we'll start slowing down now for the intersection, I guess.
Ready to turn right.
Especially since there's a little bit of traffic. Well, like the cactus are in flower.
Turn right.
Desire by Psalm Trees and Guillaume Michal. Like Psalm Trees instead of palm trees, that's cool. With desire. I should really play this game more offline by myself again. I used to enjoy just rocking out to some tunes. It's that U2 Sting just reminded me of that. I mean, driving through here, I should have been listening to the Joshua Tree album this whole way. Have some Where the Streets Have No Name, especially since they don't. You're in town. I don't think they have the signposts up in this. Maybe they do, I've not noticed. It is nice to just listen to some chill tracks though. My voice isn't really there for singing along to things like that anyway, so probably just as well. U2 tracks are always my kind of go-to. With or without you, karaoke. Nail that shit. Just the
Keep left.
there. Oh, I want to go on the road he's going on. Oh, I am. Oh, sweet.
Turn left.
Through Yosemite, apparently. I'm not supposed to take trailers through. A commercial trucking through Yosemite prohibited, but GPS directs me to go through there with a delivery. Okay. So that's the thing with Yellowstone, is they at least made it so that you would never get a delivery up there, except for the special delivery that they specifically pointed to, like, deliver a helicopter, like a forest fire fighting helicopter. That was a steep bit of road. Doesn't look like it, because the camera is like oriented on the axis of the truck. So this is a pretty steep gradient. That's why this road looks so fun, because it's going through Yosemite. Hell yeah. It makes no sense that they would direct you to actually go through here with a delivery, but I'm glad they do. But at the very least, having the road so you can just drive through it with your rig, even if you didn't actually have a trailer. Already at 9,000 feet. That's 3,000 meters. Damn. We are already almost at the level of... I think we're... What's Ruapehu? Highest mountain in the North Island, I think we might already be above. And then... Oh, that was weird. My screen's just flickered. Okay, well, stream's still live. I can still see what I'm doing. That was just... Oh, I forgot to take the Be Right Back off again. I just looked across to see. Every time, and it's been ages. Well, at least we can get rid of it for Yosemite. God. Every goddamn time. It would not be a truck driving stream without me forgetting to take the Be Right Back sign off. That truck just disappeared. Okay. You have to turn around and go back. No, screw you. The immortal words of Rage Against the Machine. F you, I won't do what you tell me. Oh, this is so pretty through here. It's wrong, but it feels so right. Just notice the name of the artist of this track is HM Surf. Fantastic. So glad they did away with the hidden machine thing in the newer Pokemons. Not played any of them, but... Watch some speedruns. What was I talking about? I have no idea. I feel I was in the middle of ranting about something when I noticed the Be Right Back screen was up. Don't even have the edge markers for me to hit along here, that's kind of nice. Just blitz on through. So they added viewpoints into the game, but there isn't a viewpoint through here in Yosemite. That feels like a little bit of a oversight. Kind of confusing, not gonna lie. Unless there's one up here where there's the rest area and stuff. Maybe there is. I know they haven't filled in everywhere with the points, but yeah, I would really have expected there to be something. Also, I don't know why my frames are chopping down to like 50. Lots of shadows, I guess. Shadows and foliage and stuff. Who the hell knows? It's like 48 FPS, it's just really jerky and choppy. What the hell? It's like vroom, 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 vroom. That's a bit better. Yeah, now we're back up to a steady 60. It should really be like 120. Maybe that's what the screen flickering was. Maybe it was Windows resetting the refresh rate, because it's meant to be at 120. So I don't know. Something happened. Something happened and I'm a little bit confused. Oh, we're enjoying ourselves. Wiggling our way through. We've also shaved a huge amount of time, I think, off the ETA, because it's meant to be like 30 through that whole area, and we were doing 60 pretty much the entire time. Also just remembered that the limit's actually 65, not 60. And I was limiting myself to 60 a lot of the time through like 80-mile-an-hour roads. Oh well. Never mind. I think I must have just set the cruise when I was going uphill or something in the first place. So I wasn't just able to reach 65. Through Oakdale, which for some reason warrants having a name on the map, even though I can't see any depots there. So I'm not sure why it exists in the game. There are places that have more significance game-wise that do not have a label. So I'm a little bit confused why Oakdale is worthy of something. There's one thing there. Bushnell Farms? Yeah, it's a farm. Whatever. They could have just made that part of Stockton, I feel, but oh well.
Get ready to turn right.
It's interesting, the
Turn right.
triggers and bumper, or the bumper buttons on this new controller don't feel as like clicky and responsive, like for changing gear and stuff. The D-pad for like indicating feels more than the old D-pad did on my 360. Which is no surprising because it probably worn down so much on the old one. So far, been pretty good, and the grip has a texture to it. It's nice. Almost finished. This is a big job. I think I guessed that it was going to take like half an hour. I can't remember how long it's actually taken, but it's been a little ways. Hopefully I can get a short one to follow on. This will be number 4, I want to say, out of the 15 that we need. So if I could do one more, then that'll be a third of the way there, which would be nice. It's only 11:30,
Keep left,
so I
then
kind of
turn
had time
left.
to do a couple of others.
Turn left.
Oh. Oops. And there's a truck stop.
Get ready to turn left.
Western Star. Okay. We'll just discover that.
Turn left. Finally, we are here.
Where do you need it? Round the back. Okay. Choppy. Why are you getting choppy here? There's nothing for you to really load up here. So confused. I don't even have massive settings, and I'm even running in windowed mode. I'm running in a 1080p window on my 1440 monitor, so that I could see if I had messages and stuff around the outside of the window. It's what I often do with playing games, to be honest. Sometimes it'll be full screen. More often than not, I will just run at 1080p res and enjoy the larger monitor by having notes and windows still visible around the outside, so I can see like if I get something on Discord or Messenger, Slack.